Welcome back, YouTubers. I thought I'll give you a treat today. So today we're going to be discussing December 2019 and what can we expect? What is your destiny revealed and what can we choose going forward for our future and what is needed by our higher selves. Now, welcome to my channel. If you're new, the timestamps are roughly about 5 minutes per pile. I'm going to ask you to pick a card of pile number 1, pile number 2, 3, 4 or 5. Okay, so we've got some crystals over here. The first one is Tiger's Eye, Shungite, Clear Quartz, that is red jasper and selenite. Okay, and I've also chosen another card on this side over here, which is also going to help us. It's a beautiful new card to get some more clarity of what we need, you know. So the first card that I've chosen is self-awareness. If you have come to this channel and you found yourself longing for more information, there's a part of you that is seeking a divine guidance, seeking a divine truth, and this is where you're the most powerful. So your energy right now is asking you to become more aware of self as the energy of turning it inward and not about anyone else. This year, if it's taught you anything, it's about you first, because if you're not going first or if you're not looking after you today, no one else is going to. And you'll notice this very strongly this year has been a trial of your patience, your emotions, your feelings and sense of security. Whether it is work, relationships, finances, it's really about owning your energy. Now, we're still in a Mercury retrograde at the moment. The energy should be closing off now in November. However, that energy stays with us. It stirs the stuff that we've been suppressing underneath out to awareness so that we can process in a much deeper light. I'm going to read the card so we understand what it means as well. So it means self-awareness. Every aspect of your life is created by the choices you have made. Decisions made with the ego result in chaos or unhappiness. Those made with understanding of inner motivations manifest abundance and success in all forms. So develop a deep sense of self-awareness and learn to master both mind and emotions. Let go of limiting beliefs. Recognize your power to manifest. Wisdom reminds you to listen to and be guided to the whispers of the universe. Then all the areas of your life will evolve perfectly. Act consciously for your highest good. And the affirmation is, I'm at one with the universe. Okay, so welcome to my channel. I'm Timothy. The timestamps are roughly about 5 minutes per pile. Stick with me throughout the entire reading. You might actually receive another message from one of the other piles, and that might make more sense to you. So we're going to go through your crystal meanings. So if you chose pile number 1, Tiger's Eye is very much about abundance. If you have chosen this energy, it's about your chosen path. It's focusing on your work sense in pile number 1. In pile number 2, if you have chosen Shungite, this is very much about grounding and protecting your energy. So maybe in pile number 2, you need to really master your energy to become better, become stronger in yourself, so that you don't take on people's nonsense or their stuff, you know. In pile number 3, Clear Quartz. Clear quartz is the energies that we are needing right now. It's the abundance that we want to flow into, and that's your next step that you're going into. So that's pile number 3. Pile number 4, red jasper, is very much about home, sexuality. It's already about foundation, home, work, and abundance when it comes to what you want to bring into the world. Okay, and in pile number 5 is selenite. Selenite is a brilliant spiritual awakener. So whoever chose pile number 5, you're on a spiritual journey of nodes, and it's time to move things along a lot quicker, if that makes sense. Okay, so let's go. I'm just waiting for this timestamp to go into 5 minutes, and then from 5 minutes we'll start with your first pile. Now, if you're new to my channel, please like, share, subscribe, put your comments in below. I love to hear and read everyone's comments. And please join me again in all my other videos. There's plenty of them, and you're going to be treated to a lot more readings going forward, because I see out of the reviews that people really love the readings more than anything else. So I'm going to focus my energy on readings then going forward, but I'll still make videos on other subjects just for fluff and just so people can grow more in themselves. Now we can get started with pile number 1. Okay, so let's go look and see work, relationships, finances, pile number 1. As it is, what I'm seeing is very much about foundation, money, success. So power number one for December is one that you're choosing your success right now. It's not about taking a back step for yourself. It's not about removing yourself from everyone at the moment. You're very much contracted to be around people at the moment, even though your energies are like a little bit spent this year. So if this is you in power number one, we need to pull our energies back to self. That's where the self-awareness comes in. That's where the Two of Pentacles comes in. It's almost like we need to choose our battles. What do we want to fight for? What we don't want to fight for? This year is very much about peeling away what didn't serve you this year. And you're now left with what is good in this year. So it's been a tough year for you in power number one. In December, it represents being around the people that love and support you, because these are the people that are going to be building you up for, in the new year. December is very much about keeping those bonds strong, making sure that you are applying yourself to them, that you are available to your friends when they need you as well. You got the 9 and a 5 of Pentacles. These are cards to say to me right now, expect changes. 5s to 9s, those are energies of an old energy closing off and removing itself. So if you've chosen power number one, fantastic. That means we're getting past the bad stuff now into a new cycle. So December is your new cycle starting. 4 and the 8, this is all about being methodical. Notice that you want to clear things, clean out cupboards, organize life, making sure that everything's in alignment with your new energy right now. Please do that now if you can, even before December starts, that you're starting December in the highest energy you can start it with. Okay. The 2 of Pentacles and the 10 of Swords, these are cards to say to me that it's also very hard for you to ask for help. It's sometimes very hard for you to juggle so many balls at once, and maybe our partners need to help us in that, you know. So in relationship, I'm going to ask you to go outside of yourself and ask someone for help, whether it is your partner or someone you've seen or a plaything. Ask them to be more present in your life. You know, I think there's a sense of, you know, if we are not partnered at the moment, there's a sense of like, I really like this person and I don't know how to say it to them, or I don't know what to say to them. Now, in relationships, if you are married or if you're in a relationship, that means we need to bring these walls down. Maybe they pissed us off this year and we've put up a wall, and now we need to bring that wall down in December. Now, the double nines are always having to do with like how we think and overthink and run it through our minds. Is it the right time? Is it the right place? Actually, in power number one, you are in the right place in the right time. So I'm loving your energy at the moment. 10s can be quite responsible, wanting everything to be perfect, wanting everything to be 100% the way you love it to be. And there's a little bit of perfectionism that comes with power number one, because it's almost like we really want to be the best person that I can be, but then we hold ourselves back sometimes. So I need you to break free, because you are going to be extremely successful in 2020, by the way. So very good cards when it comes to love, abundance, success. It's also overthinking it a little bit. So come back with it, overthinking. Spend time with friends that give you good understandings. And the people that have served their purpose this month and in December, it's about cutting them off and saying, okay, you don't bring a service to my life, you don't bring any value to my life, so I'm cutting it there. I'm removing what does not serve me. The energies on this planet at the moment do not allow us to sit and be comfortable. They're saying to us, move forward, get out of your comfort zone. Do not just settle for anything less than what you deserve, okay? So if you've chosen power number one, I'm quite liking your energy. You're doing perfectly well. Just see it through. Do not be discouraged on what you need to do in this month of December. Face it head on. You will have the energy. You will have the guidance of what to say. And I feel that you will deliver it in the way that they can understand it. Okay, so coming from a place of love and not a place of judgmental energy, you know. So power number one, I'm loving your energy. It's now, I just need to give it a few seconds just to actually work for power number two. So I will start packing that up. Okay, power number two. Let's go take a look and see what you have for me. Okay. Now, Shungite is all to do with protection. So we want to make sure that you are protecting your energy in power number 2. We also want to make sure that you have been heard. I want to see that people listen to your guidance, listen to your love, listen to who you are as a person, because you have so much love and passion to give that sometimes you feel a little bit underseen or undervalued. Now, I want to bring the real you out. At the moment, we're playing undercovers. You know, we want to be under the cover, not being seen, not being heard, and so been operating, and the energies are calling you forward. In December, you're not allowed to sit on the side. You have to kind of take the bull by the horns and run with things. Now, you've got the the Knight of Wands. Knight of Wands doesn't sit still for a moment. You're a very busy person, and you need to bring that energy into the world right now. You've got the King of Pentacles. Now, that king can be quite stubborn when it comes to financial. So we need to be aware that maybe we don't want to overspend in December. Maybe we want to be a little more reserved with spending. Maybe people that are in my life right now need to really show me that they want to be in my life. Now, that's a very, very key for you as a person, because you just want to give. And then we realize at the end of the reading that we're actually so tired of giving that we actually want to be given to. You know, so we want to be, you know, we are tired, we are empty now. You give to me for a change. You know, that's the energies that are calling you out right now, that we're not excusing bad behavior. We're not saying, okay, well, it's okay, I'll be used again. You know, that's not your energy in power number 2. Power number 2 is very much about like, okay, take your dues. Whatever is due to you, call it in. If someone owes you money, call them and say, listen, I actually need that money back for myself. There's a sense of honesty that comes with your voice, that people understand where it's coming from. And if you can deliver it in that way, it's not offensive at all. Own your dues. Now, in December, it's a very good time for money. It's a very good time for love. It's a very good time to understand yourself. Now, this is where the self-awareness card comes in, because we need to be aware when we are depleted, who is there for us? Who can we call upon that is our number one person? And then we call that person in. And then we want more of those type of people in our lives right now, okay? Especially Shungite. Shungite is very much a stone of like really lay down the law and saying, do you know what, actually this is who I am, this is what I'm about, this is what I want to create now. It's about, in December, it's very much about learning new things. So don't be surprised if you want to take the pottery class or painting or doing something creative with food. There's a sense of expression of love and excitement and newness when it comes to you right now in power number 2. Now, Page of Pentacles and the High Priestess. I really get my gut feeling screams at me and says it's more to do with your spiritual life and channeling in the work you're doing. So think of that, how you can connect those dots. And then on the family side, I wanted to also be almost like, be selfish with your time. Don't overthink things. You know, I think the people that are supposed to be around you over December will be there in December for you. And I feel we don't have to really contain anything. We don't have to say anything. We don't have to do anything on our side. We just observe the whole situation, how December plays out, and where we need to apply our energy. Because I don't feel you need to really push yourselves into things you don't want to do in December, okay? The 3 to an Ace of Pentacles. That's almost like I want to escape. If I can get you to go away on a holiday or weekend away or anything in December, I'm going to say, please do that now, because I don't feel the energies right now are like, I want to be at home this December. It's more of like, I need to go escape and run away and get away from everything that's predictable and everything that is feeling a little bit like a trap, you know. And sometimes family members and the extended family, we don't really get along with, but we're obligated to see. Those are the ones I'm talking about, okay? Now, you've got the Knight of Wands. Knight of Wands is, I'm always doing good by other people. I'm always doing good about what is best for them. What do they need going forward? What do I need to do to make them happy? Now, in power number 2, you've already made them happy, okay? They actually are happy. They're already there. And I feel we need to take the pressure off you to be so perfect all the time, okay? So you've done your energy really well this year. I absolutely love your energy. So well freaking done. So we're going to move over to power number 3. And let's go see what power number 3 has for us. Clear course has to do with energy. Now, maybe we are just needing more in life. Maybe we're just feeling that, what is this life right now that I have right now? You know, sometimes We want to just break free and just learn and grow and explore some new area or do something brand new. So in power number 3, don't be surprised if the feeling of like by December comes and I want to immigrate, or I want to like change work, or I want to move to another position, or I'm expecting a promotion. There's that energy of newness coming in with that clear course energy, because it opens all the doors in front of you. Now, you got the 7 of Cups. You're very responsible in what you do. It's not about, I'm just going to run away and just leave everyone with problems. This is a very responsible card, even though it's edged out. Now, it tells me how responsible you are. It's like, as much as I want to run away and fly to another country or be in another area or do something completely opposite of what I'm doing right now, it's very much about like, okay, I'm going to do the right thing. I'm going to see through December. You're going to get your December bonuses and all that, so I don't want you to leave just yet. I want you to really put your plans in action. I don't feel you need to give up on your dreams. I'm going to say to you, work towards them even stronger than what you have already. Okay. The Wheel of Fortune is a beautiful card to say to me if things are moving in your direction. It's not about owning anything. It's not about being bragging about anything. It's about being humble right now. Clear course can be over the top. And what the Wheel of Fortune does is it brings you back into center, allows you to be aware of what you desire, what you love, what you want in your own life. It's about setting up the new year already in December, so that you really got that new energy coming into your life. Okay, now the Chariot comes up. This has to do with the car. So if a car needs to go for service, in power number 3, we need to keep that in mind, that maybe that needs to go in right now. Maybe that's going to cost us some money. We might just need to just go for a random checkup or just have something checked out. Okay, don't put this card out of your mind. This is valid for the full December. I don't feel we have to worry too much, but it is something I have to be aware of. When this card comes up, it's normally to do with the car and normally has to go for service. So whatever that means for you. Okay. Queen of Wands. This has to do with mom's energy. Now, if your mom's around, might need to honor mom or need to spend more time with mom. This queen demands her time, demands her energy. So if you've chosen power number 3, it's all about you stepping forward and mending the relationship with mom in December. Okay. It's really about either we becoming mom, or we have to honor our mom, or if we have to honor our mom has passed, because that is the energies that are very current in December. It's like the energy of missing, the energy of loving, the energy of looking after is power number 3. Now, you got the Hierophant card, deeper commitment in relationships. So if you're currently in a relationship, I would rededicate yourselves to each other. I would also serenade each other. I would also, if you're married, read your vows. It's about the energy of appreciation for partner in this month of December. If you're single, then that means it's just that we need to get out there. We can't just sit and wait for the person to come into your life. The universe is kind of stumping you to say there is this new energy coming in for you. So I'm not worried when it comes to relationships, because in power number 3, it's about that newness of everything. It's a new loving relationship. It's the being fond of each other. It's understanding each other. That's what happens in relationship in December. It's like re-falling in love with someone you thought you knew, but it's like, oh my God, I love you even more now, you know? It's a beautiful energy for December in power number 3, you know? You got the Knight of Cups and the Wheel of Fortune. I do feel things will fall in your favor when it comes to work. If you have any work issues or you're wanting to solidify work a little bit more, just know that this is the time to do so. Please don't jump ship with anything right now. You can't drop the ball on anything. Everything you have in alignment right now takes you in the new year, and just be aware of that. Now, even when it comes to looking at immigrating or wanting to move, it's not about jumping ship right now. It's about, cool, good idea, maybe I want to work towards it going into your future. So that's power number 3, you know. Otherwise, very good energies. I'm not worried about you whatsoever. It's almost like you have an abundance of like patience with family, which is going to be needed over December for you. So if you've chosen power number 3, it's about really focusing on what's important for you and only you. Okay. So thank you so much. So we're going to do power number 4 now. Okay. Now, red jasper has to do with home, foundation. security, money, finances. So that is red jasper. Okay, that's your main focus in December. Let's go take a look and see. Now, you open with the traveler's card. So if you're not traveling in December, you're going to kick yourself because you're going to be like, I wish I already went or made the plans, or I already wish that I actually manifested that, or maybe I was supposed to go and then my friends let me down. That's the type of energies that are in December for power number 4. Not the end of the world, because your family takes your most focus right now. Whatever's happening in their lives, you want to be there for them. So plans falling away is actually the universe protecting you and saying, okay, do you know what, you actually didn't need it right now. You actually need to be present here where you are right now. So if you are traveling, it doesn't mean it's going to be cancelled. It just means you might have to just check in and see how everyone's doing in the family, because you are the glue in this family, I'm afraid. You keep everyone happy, you keep everyone sane. You are that person that people come to you and say, I'm having this problem, and you're the one that solves it in power number 4. Now, we've got a lot of celebration energy over here, so if there's any birthdays or celebrations, that's fantastic. Expect that now. Empress is very much about being honored, very much about being pampered. It's very much about being like taking notice of. So if you are single and you've chosen power number 4, that means like, oh, someone's very much interested in you, you know. And so don't worry too much about the finer details right now. You are doing everything you can do on your side, and everything's going to work out perfectly for you. Now, be aware, do not let your guidance system down. If something doesn't feel right when it comes to work, or someone's talking bad about you, or you're just not connecting with their manager, just expect that right now, brush it off, do not react to it. It's not about taking it personally. It's almost like they are just in a bad space, and then you are the fall guy, you're the person they take it out on. So be aware that your energies are very much that person that people dump on. And in this energy of we're asking you to rest, to rejuvenate in December. Try not to overdo it when it comes to being too many things on the go at once, like too many outings, too many events, too many chaos, anything that means that you're going to be away from your actual immediate family, okay? For power number 4, it's very crucial that you're around family throughout the entire December. That is going to give you strength, that's going to give you love. Financially, I do feel it's a little bit, not tighter, but just more planned. And if you can start preparing now in November for December, you're going to thank me then, okay? So December, end of November, I want you to save for December if you've chosen power number 4, and then you're going to breeze through everything. Then you don't have to worry about that message I just gave you now. It means that you have the ability to hear what I'm saying and apply it. And this is why we do readings, is so that we can buffer what we see in the readings, okay? That usually has to do with unexpectables and things we don't want to pay. But that's fine, we have the ability to be able to pay it, and that's the most important thing. Now, job opportunities, if you're chosen 4, if you're unemployed at the moment, the double 6s that I see over here, these are cards to say to me that it's like highly likely that you'll be chosen for a career or a new path when it comes to studying something new, or even a new job, by the way. So that's a very cool energy is coming forward. Now, sometimes we are very responsible. Sometimes this home needs to be impeccable. Sometimes this home needs to be in order. For some reason, in power number 4, I have to ask you to organize your house, declutter, get rid of the things that do not serve you, remove what does not serve you, because in all fairness, you have the tendency to overlook it or not look at it, or to put it aside and say, I'm going to get to it next week. And in this energy right now in December, tackle that now. Do whatever you need to do right now to clean that up, because I feel your energy is so expansive. You don't want to be constantly reminded, oh, I need to do this, so, you know, just go and tackle it as soon as. If I can give you that, you'll be so much de-stressed. You don't need a holiday in December then, okay? You have a beautiful energy, by the way. Double 6s is how people receive you. That is the warm, the welcoming energies that you hold. The 8s sometimes feel a little bit like tired and sometimes emotionally overstrung or frustrated. That's going to be normal for this time period over December. Just breathe it. Take your time out for yourself. Take weekends for you. Like I said, do not book too many events all on top of each other so you don't feel flustered. I hope that helps you for power number 4. Let's go to power number 5. Now, selenite, I love selenite. It's my favorite crystals. It represents your spiritual path. It represents higher truth. It represents light, and it represents your ability to create light in your life and how you bring that light to other people. It's very much about service. So if you have chosen power number 5, you've been asked to be a service to others in a way that can allow them to be part of your life. Okay, so you are almost like this person that really wants to do good by everyone, and you want to make sure that everything's working in your favor. So don't be startled if you feel that the energies around you are quite heavy, because people are coming to you, and you need to also work on the energies of like keeping everyone together, but not letting yourself down, not dropping to that low energy. You need to be rising energy above this. This is why energy healing is so important for power number 5, is because you have the energy to make sure that everything's working in the right way. Remember, your energy keeps on giving and giving over to other people, so we need to replenish ourselves. So if you've chosen power number 5, you need to go for healings and clearings all the freaking time, I'm afraid. Your energy is like a sponge, and you're going to be like absorbing and holding, and then we need to let it go, okay? I hope that helps so far. So let's go take a look and see what they're saying when it comes to your future for December. Okay, now, lots of passion energy. So if you're currently in a relationship, expect lots of interesting energies when it comes to passion. If that side of your life has been a little bit dormant, then we need to reawaken it. And if you are single and you've got a lot of playthings, then have a lot of playthings and have a lot of fun, because December for power number 5 is so much more excitement. Let me just tell you, it's about the love, it's about the excitement, it's about passion. It's not about sitting on your bum and waiting and watching the world go past. Whoever chose power number 5, it's a lot of energy happening very quickly, and don't be surprised if you triple book yourself for events in December. Now, promotions, understandings, money, very good card with the 8 of strength. Then it has to do with how we perceive the world, how the world perceives us. It's about promotions, it's about bonuses, it's about good money coming in. So money for whoever chose power number 5, don't worry about it whatsoever. Everything's moving in the right direction then. The 7, this year has been one of like watching things grow. So if you started a new business, if you have new business ideas, or you want to start a business, or you had the thought of a business, or you know someone who does, give them my words of wisdom to that person is give them my love, you have my full blessing, go and do it. Because there's so many opportunities that fly by us because we didn't take action. Now you've got the King of Cups. That can be quite sometimes procrastination. It's not about holding back at all. It's about really focusing on what's important to you right now. Page of Cups can also slow things down. So maybe this year financially, it was one way I'm slowly building myself up, slowly watching things happen, and now finally it's now reaching, okay, now it's getting somewhere. Okay, you got the 4 wands. 4 wands has to do with your energy, how you perceive life, what is expected of you. 4s are very much about having things in a box, making sure in the right time, everything I'm asking for is now manifesting to you. Now the Knight of Swords also has to do with removing what does not serve you. Now 7, Knight of Swords, sometimes when business ideas don't work out, or new opportunities don't work out the way we expected it to work, maybe it wasn't that we had to scrap it, or let it go, or remove it. Maybe we just had to change or tweak it in some way so that that could manifest easier or better for you. Now, when the Knight of Swords comes up, that usually has to do with like, take a look at what we're doing, and there's one part of the bigger that doesn't serve, so we just take that out, and then everything works. Okay, so sometimes the universe, if it's not right for you, if something I've been wanting to manifest this year is not a 100% thing for you, sometimes the universe blocks it from coming in because it's the wrong decision for you, and it's kind of safeguarding you, protecting you, looking after you. And sometimes we don't see it as that at all. We're like, oh my God, the universe is not giving me what I want. Meantime, it's actually listening to your highest calling and saying, this is what's right for you, and maybe this is not. And human nature is wanting to control every aspect of what God creates and how it creates in our lives. And in all fairness, there's always a higher power looking after us, so we need to trust their guidance. Come back to ourselves, come back to center. The temperance has to do with that testing the waters before dives in. If you're starting a new business in power number 5, you've been asked to do small things and test what is the success rate of that, and then from there build a portfolio what you know to be successful can. In normal work terms, that just means try something new when it comes to work. Maybe something's not serving you right now. Maybe you need to really focus on a system, and you've been forced into focusing on that system, and you're just really not feeling it because the energy of that is not right for you. Okay, so just so you know. Now, when it comes to friends and family, beautiful, beautiful, beautiful energies when it comes to December for this power number 5. I'm seeing a lot of people around you, and I'm seeing a lot of people to get you out of your comfort zone. Maybe these are friends that are going to come in and swoop us off our feet and get us into alignment with them. And it's all about lots of energy, lots of socializing, lots of getting out there. December for power number 5 is a social card reading. It says to me lots of people around you, meaning as in lots of events. Okay. So I hope this reading has helped you in any way. Please like, share, subscribe, put your comments in the comments down below. I always read them, so let me know what you're thinking. What can I do better for you? And if you want me to address any readings in future, give me some ideas, give me some tips, and I will take that on and do readings upon that, Much love to you. I'm Timothy Van Minnen, and I hope you have a fantastic day further. Much love. Thank you so much.